1500th race of his career.
It was the 8th race. Mahar was driving the number 2 horse, English Colony. Few people thought this would be his 1500th win. But as the Bass Park crowd looked on, Mahar went to the whip down the stretch.
Here comes Stephen Mahar going for the 1500 win. He does.
For the 38-year-old St. John native, this was a great moment. Only 200 other drivers in the country have won 1500. Fellow drivers were there for a handshake. Now remember, Mahar drove Gemini Risk to the track record last year. Right now, Mahar is the toast of the town in Bangor.
And finally tonight, it may be just July, but believe it or not,
St. John, New Brunswick, it's been a year they won't soon forget. They not only had some good news and some bad news this year, they lived it in the same week. We have a tendency to think of harness racing when it looks like this. Steve Mahar driving to his 1500th career win. But horsemen think of it as being more like this, rushing down another one, getting it ready to go. The Mahars, Steve and Twyla, have been in the news lately. Twyla broke her ankle in the Powder Puff race last week. Curiously enough, as we talked, the horse she was driving in that race, Wicked Zip, went zipping by.
Well, the horse just made a break, and it was just sort of a chain reaction.
Do you think you were going?
I didn't think I was at first. I thought I was going to miss it.
Twyla has been around horses all her life. Steve has been driving almost 20 years. He has the leading driver rating at Bass Park this season, an honor he has won several times back home in St. John and once at Monticello.
You got to be up early in the morning, and you know, you got to do all the things. And if your horse has a problem with his legs, you have to work on them, or he has any other problem, you have to work on them, and try to have your horse in the best condition possible for each race.
This is Golden Fella, the horse that Steve's driving in the TV2 Pace tomorrow night. The program's got him in second place at 7-2, but I think he just might be a winner. As a matter of fact, the smart talk on the backstretch says Golden Fella is not the best in the feature tomorrow, but in the hands of Steve Mahar, you can bet he'll be in the hunt. By the way, Twyla has a very severely broken ankle. They had to put a pin in it. She says she'd like to try a Powder Puff race again, but Steven says no way. And I think it's interesting that we're having the TV2 Pace on payday at TV2. The Boston